yet another milestone in our development as a democracy. Last night people in Tshwane were waiting in the bitter cold in long, long queues to vote. And also some people in certain parts of Johannesburg were doing the same. And I thought, our people are resilient. Yeah. There have been difficulties in Tshwane, but the people have felt, I'm going to go out and vote. I've waited for this, I'm doing it, I'm going to vote. And so firstly, we need to thank the people who did go out and vote. Doesn't matter at this point who they voted for, I think we need to thank everybody. Yeah. But I'd also like to thank those who did vote for the ANC. We feel very positive. We feel that we have thus far held on to our strongholds. And we've won of the 16 councils that have been counted and verified, we've won 12. And so, we're optimistic, and we believe we're going to do well in the metros. We have no reason to believe that we will lose Johannesburg or Tshwane at this moment. And we're saying, yes, as you said, let's wait and see. Yeah. But we are optimistic.
Yeah. I mean, there's a little bit of nervousness, I can imagine, in how you're feeling right now, because when we do look at the results, I mean, the margins are quite big in terms of the DA leading over the ANC and the EFF coming up with quite a high number of votes as well. You're not worried?
Well, I don't know where these margins are coming from, Leanne, because, we're looking at the Western Cape, I suppose. If you're looking at the Western Cape, yes, we've seen huge margins there. But those margins that you talk about at the VD count, my interest is the VDs that are ANC strongholds are not part of those margins that you're talking about. So yes, of course, if you're talking about perhaps Parktown and traditional DA strongholds, maybe. But I think we need to wait for the VDs in Soweto. We need to wait for the VDs, for example, in Tembisa and other places in Ekurhuleni. And we need to wait for other VDs before we make the pronouncement that any party is ahead of any party. Yeah. I would say that would be fair. Yeah. And let's wait. The day is young. We've all just realized that the sun is outside. And let's wait and see, as you said earlier. But overall, the ANC is very happy. Yeah.
It's good to hear. It is good to hear. But there's just one that I have to ask from you, because it was taken from you, and that is Kruger, and that was going to be one of the highly disputed ones. But from reports I'm having a look at, we can get some confirmation over there just to see Kruger from DA. Looks like
we haven't lost Kruger, as far as I know. But we can verify that and come back to you on it.
Yeah, let's do that.
The Kruger municipality is still ANC. Okay. And what I saw was that the percentage of votes that we got is less than before, but we didn't lose the municipality. But I can check that and give it to you in a minute or so.
Excellent. We'd appreciate that. But just from reports I was having a look at, it looked like it was. But as we say, let's have a look and get official results from you. Jessie, thank you for talking to us. It's always a pleasure. I hope you get a little bit of rest. I'm going to keep walking here and just find out how some of the other parties are feeling. I'm going to come to Godric, who's sitting on his phone. I hope you're not tweeting. Or I hope you are tweeting. How are you feeling?
Well, we're feeling very great, but of course very exhausted. It was a hard, long campaign for these local government elections.
Yeah. It's been a hard campaign. Is it paying off? I mean, from what you're seeing right now, I just look at the national numbers. You're sitting at 6.6%. I know it's only 40% voting districts declared, so there's a long way to go. But how are you feeling so far?
Well, this 40% of the voting stations that have been declared are voting stations that are from small municipalities where you find that the whole municipality's registered voters is about 17,000, and a VD of about 25 people registered to vote. So it is those small rural municipalities that are found in farms. They are not necessarily the big municipalities in South Africa, not necessarily metros, but real municipalities of quite a number of wards, not 4 wards, not 6 wards, not 7 wards.
Yeah. All right. Good luck. We're watching as much as you're watching, and we're seeing these red dots on the map getting bigger, I have to tell you. So we're wishing you all the best as you keep watching that board.
Yeah, come back later on. It should be there should be a difference.
I hope so. All right. Thanks so much, Conrad. Thanks for talking to us. I'm going to try and get some word from the COPE. I'm trying to get some word from the DA. That'll be in a short while, though. We need to go back to Gauteng.